Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for a very special video. Today I'm going to be unboxing the hotly anticipated Season 24 collection box set, which I have right in front of me here. I've never really done an unboxing like this before. I think the only things I've opened on the channel before are trading cards and Micro Universe figures. So this will be a bit different, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully it won't be too chaotic either. So without further ado, let's take a look inside. Now I have had a little peek, but not looked at this properly yet, so here we go. Ta-da! The collection, Season 24. Now, I was very excited for this box set, as I've mentioned in a few videos, I think. I think it feels a bit more monumental than other collection box sets, just because Season 24, you know, many would say is the low point of classic Doctor Who. It's the season that is often at the bottom of people's lists, and I think that's quite unfair, to be honest. You know, I think there's some decent stuff in there. I'm looking forward to the season hopefully getting a bit of a reappraisal as well. I think lots of fans are feeling the same way about that. A lovely cover there by Lee Binding. Obviously, I mean, all the covers are great, but I particularly love the inclusion of the spoons in the Seventh Doctor's hand on this one. Of course, all these villains down here as well. The chap from Delta and the Bannerman, the Rani, the dragon from Dragonfire, Richard Briers from Paradise Towers. Up until recently, I didn't realise that he was in Torchwood in Series 2 in the episode A Day in the Death. He's the old chap that Owen goes to see in the big house. Never realised that was the same guy, so that blew my mind pretty recently. And then alongside him, we've got the cleaning robot, of course, from Paradise Towers as well. So without further ado, let's crack into this box set and see what's inside. Is that going to work? I want to destroy it. Really don't want to damage it. It's always such a pain to get these things off. There we go. So let's put that to one side. There we go. What a lovely, lovely thing. And this is a surprisingly big and thick and bulky box set for a season that's only 4 stories long. I mean, I've always thought the final 4 seasons of Classic Who, season 23, 24, 25 and 26, they're quite appealing and accessible, you know, because they're quite short seasons. You've just got 4 stories in there, you know, a couple of 4-parters and a couple of 3-parters in terms of the 7th Doctor ones. But yeah, this is a really thick set to say that it's not a long season, and it's among the shortest seasons of Doctor Who ever, really. But there's lots of special features, as you can see here. So you've got extended versions of every single story. You've got Sylvester McCoy's interview with Matthew Sweet, Behind the Sofas, obviously. Documentaries, there's the Here's to the Future one about the making of the season. You've also got one for Delta and the Bannerman. The Doctor's Table, of course, which appeared on the Season 23 box set. Trial of a Time Lord. And loads more archive treats. I don't know offhand how many hours, but there's an insane amount of archive material on here in terms of like studio footage and stuff. Obviously that's not something that I'm going to sit down and watch, like I'm going to sit down and watch the episodes, but nevertheless it's really great to have it. In fact, there is actually a segment of that I am really looking forward to watching, which is the regeneration studio footage from Time and the Rani, where Sylvester McCoy in a wig regenerates into Sylvester McCoy without a wig. It's going to be fascinating to watch that, I think. I believe there's quite a bit of kerfuffle with them trying to line up, you know, the 2 incarnations of Sylvester McCoy. So that's going to be really interesting to watch. But without further ado then, let's take a look inside. Ta-da! I was really hoping there wouldn't be any damage in here. I mean, you see horror stories online of, you know, where the discs have come loose, or even these trays have come loose, the whole thing's come off, you know, the glue hasn't held. But fortunately, that is not the case with my edition, which is looking very, very nice indeed. So on the left-hand side here, we have got the 7th Doctor and Mel from Paradise Towers, and then a lovely, lovely illustration there of the 7th Doctor, Mel and Ace. It's really, really nice, that. Amazing artwork, as ever, by Lee Binding. Then in here, more exciting products from Doctor Who. Now, I've seen some people talk about this booklet. There's some quite on-brand stuff in here, I think. Yes, there's a 7th Doctor advert for Big Finish, which is a fantastic idea, obviously. Doctor Who magazine, the figurine collection again, very on brand with the Sylvester McCoy era stuff, the Ice Rise on vinyl, the Escape Room, the Assassin's mobile game, Time Fracture, the Ruby's Curse, And Worlds Apart. Oh, and Zavi. Shout out to my affiliate code for Zavi, Richard Lloyd 10, which actually you can use to buy this box set if you have missed out. They have still got some copies in stock right now. It's $44.99 without the code, but if you use my promo code Richard Lloyd 10, you can get it for £40.49. At the time of recording, they do still have some stock of that. So if you've missed out and you want to do that and get it nice and cheap, feel free to go and use my Zavi affiliate code. That would be very nice indeed and help out the channel along the way. And then we have the booklet with that lovely illustration on the front and the three of them on the back. I won't go into this in any great detail because the text and artwork, you know, is exclusive to the booklet, and I wouldn't want to kind of show it off online because so much effort goes into these things. But suffice to say, these booklets are always really, really great. You know, loads of great images and artwork in here, production information, and of course all the special features as well. I mean, oh my god, just look at that. That is all for Time in the Rani on one disc. So many special features for a story which isn't exactly universally loved. And I think it's got 2 discs as well, and we'll get onto that. But I think a lot of these stories, if not all of them, have 2 discs each. Again, it's so extraordinary to think that these little tiny 3 and 4 parties have so much extra content alongside them. Just extraordinary. Beneath the booklet we have this fantastic illustration of the TARDIS. It's sort of got sparks flying off it and smoke and things as if it's sort of regenerating itself. And then, of course, down here we have the 6th Doctor, or rather Sylvester McCoy in a wig, regenerating midway through with Mel in front, obviously, and the exercise bike, which the 6th Doctor uses, I believe, in, I think it's from season 23, isn't it, when Mel's trying to get him to be super fit and do loads of exercise and stuff and drink carrot juice. So that is the left-hand side there. Let's look at the discs themselves now, which will need a little bit of rotating around, it would seem. So we have Time in the Rani Part 1 with the 7th Doctor there in his predecessor's clothes. I've got to say, I've always thought he looks really, really great in that colourful coat, and we've also got some tetraps alongside him as well. We have got Time in the Rani Disc 2 with that fantastic image of Mel screaming, you know, being chased by that bubble or whatever it is. We have got the 7th Doctor alongside the Chief Caretaker for Paradise Towers Disc 1, Paradise Towers Disc 2 with those old ladies terrorising Mel, the 7th Doctor and Ace for Delta and the Bannerman Part 1, 2 characters who I've forgotten the name of from Delta and the Bannerman for Disc 2. I do know that that's the chap who is sort of hunting down Delta, I think it is, who's the alien. That's the child that Delta gives birth to, I think, during the story or something like that. And Dragonfire Part 1. I love that they've put that image on there, sort of summarising that moment from the end of the story when Mel decides that her time in the TARDIS is up. Oh, and then if I can just work out how to lift this final one up. We have Ace for Dragonfire Disc 2, and I believe if I lift this final disc up, we will be greeted with a lovely image of Sylvester McCoy from the title sequence. Look at that. Fantastic little surprise there behind the final disc. And I think this is the first box set, I think I'm right in saying this, where the final disc isn't like a bonus disc by itself, but is actually for an episode. Because as I've said already, and as you'll have seen from all these discs, every single story here has 2 discs. There's so much content in addition to the episodes themselves. So much to enjoy here. I cannot wait to get cracked in and rewatch all these stories again, and of course the huge amount of special features as well. Just to reiterate, if you haven't picked up this box set yet and you are planning still to do so, you can get it from Zavi for £40.49 with the code RichardLloyd10, while stocks last, of course. If you have already got your copy of this set and you've maybe even started watching it, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, or just your thoughts in general on season 24 of Doctor Who. What's your favourite story out of the 4? Let me know in the comments. I really hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. I really hope it's been entertaining to watch. Please do like the video and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now.